Sampling complete.
The students were given a task last night to see how much more of the speech they can learn. They completed the first page yesterday. The task for last night was to learn as much of the second page as they could possibly learn. So right now we're going to test the waters and see who learned the most. The person who learned the most will receive a special prize. So we're going to start with Oliver.
Presence here in our celebration in other parts of the country and world confer glory and hope to newborn liberty. Out of experience of an extraordinary human disaster that lasted too long, must be born in a society of which humanities will be proud. Our daily deeds as ordinary South Africans must produce an actual South African reality that will reinforce South Africans' belief in justice and strengthen its confidence in the nobility of the human soul, sustain its hope.
First I want you to say, I'm going to stop sucking my thumb. I'm going to stop sucking my thumb. Say it. Say it loud so we can all hear you. I'm going to stop sucking my thumb.
I'm going to stop sucking my thumb.
So you guys,
but not today.
When you see most,
by the side of this beautiful country. It is famous Jacaranda trees of Pretoria and Mimamas, trees of the Bushveld.
Your Majesty, His Highnesses, distinguished guests, comrades and friends, today all of us do, by our presence here and by our celebration in the other parts of the country, confer glory and hope to all newborn liberties. Out of experience an extraordinary human disaster that lasted too long, must be born a society of humanity that will be proud. In our daily deeds as ordinary South African is to produce an extra practice of racism and racial oppression.
Majesty, Your Highness, distinguished guests, comrades and friends, today all of us do, by our presence here and by our celebration in other parts of our country and the world, confer glory, hope to newborn liberty. One of us touches this soil of this land, we feel a sense of
Renewal.
Of personal renewal.
as we saw our country,
As we saw our country tear itself apart in a terrible conflict, and as we saw it spanned,
outlawed,
Out-
isolated.
outlawed and isolated.
Your Majesties, Your Highness, distinguished guests, comrades and friends, to this confidence in the nobility of the human soul. All this we owe both to ourselves and the people of the world who are so well represented here today. When each one of us touches the soil of this land, we feel a sense of personal renewal. When the national mood changes as the seasons changes, we are moved by a sense of joy and exhilaration. When the grass turns green, the flowers bloom. We as South Africans feel fulfilled that humanity has taken us back in its bosom. Not so long ago,
That we who were outlaws not so long ago
that we who were outlawed not so long ago have been given the rare privilege to host the national of the world on our own soil. That's what I mean.
That's all.
Your Majesties, Your Highnesses, distinguished guests, comrades and friends, today all of us do, by our presence here and by our celebrations in other parts of our country and the world, confer glory and hope to newborn liberty. Out of the experience of an extraordinary human disaster that lasted too long must be born a society of which all humanity will be proud. Our daily deeds as ordinary South Africans must produce an actual with the people of our country of what is, after all, a common victory for justice, for peace, for human dignity. We trust that you will continue to stand by us as we tackle the challenges of building peace, prosperity, non-sexism, non-racialism, and democracy. That's all I know.
You guys did an excellent job, very good. I'm very proud of you for learning as much of the second page as you possibly could. Before we announce the winner of this challenge, I want to give you guys a tip for the weekend when you go home to practice this. What I want you to do is I'm going to make everyone fresh copies of the speech. I want you to, this weekend, go home, take the speech, go through it, and circle the words that you do not know. Also, I'm going to give each one of you a sheet of paper, and I want you to draw the speech. This will help you memorize it because you can actually see it. Some people are good with just words and sounds. Some people are good with visuals. So if you're seeing what you drew, it'll be easier to remember. So Zanella, we had a conversation yesterday about who's taking the course seriously. Now over the next 2 weeks, we're going to be doing a lot of different exercises, and missing a day is no longer an option. When somebody's not pulling their weight on a project, they get fired. The two runner-ups right now are Wanda Seeley and Masande. Okay? So, we're gonna let you guys choose the winner. So you
Bongo, because Wandisile end here and Masande end here. Masande.
So for knowing the speech today, Masande gets a new backpack.
I'd like to thank everyone for voting for me to get this. Thank you. Thank you.
Masandi won the speech because the goal was to go to furthest, right? At the same time, it was a close call because Wandisile knew a lot of the speech. He retained a lot of the information from before. So Masandi won by going further, but Wandisile knew a lot of the speech. He missed a few words, so we didn't have to stop and give him lines. So for that, you get second place.
Come on up.
In second place, you get 12 rand.
We want to show you guys a movie. This movie that you're about to see was something that inspired both Derron and I, and it's part of the reason why we're here in South Africa, believe it or not. And I think you'll get something really, really great from the movie. You'll see some similarities in what we're doing and what you're doing in the movie. So I think it's just perfect that we're going to be showing you this movie today. Pay close attention because we're watching a movie from one of the people that inspires me most, Oprah Winfrey, and the movie's called The Great Debaters. Y'all know I love me some Oprah.